Lads, raiding has begun. With 85 horses and only 66 troops, why is footmen on horses only at 1.09? It should be more than that, surely. Look at that ridged great saber. I mean, not that our bearded axe isn't great, but I would love to get my hands on a more powerful two-handed option. Hogs we can sell for that price. All this armor can go. We've done everyone's armor upgrades, I'm pretty sure. Okay, apparently not. That Ospec doesn't even have a head covering. Or a civilian. Okay, good. Man, I need two-handed weapons. Ooh, 16. 13. The wolf head is cool. I dig it. Especially when you match it up with the woodland garments. Kind of want to give her the Highland cloak to go with it. I think that'll look cool. Oh yeah. Mountain fashion blade. There's got to be something better than a... Look at this assumptor horse is even slower than a camel. Mule is even slower. I'm gonna ride to battle on a mule. No, I'm the camel king. Can you put bardings on a camel? Yes, you can actually. There's camel bardings. Camel saddle with light load. Right, let's decide what we are going to sell and what we're going to keep. The hose, I think we will, I think around 50. We'll sell to break it down. That can all be sold. That can be sold. Fair we can get more for, but who cares? We're not here to trade, we're here to kill stuff. Eight, 1 and 2. Better. All these little incremental improvements in armor. Oh. Nice. Are we ready to get raiding on another caravan, or should we go hit a village? The thing with hitting a village is our cavalry will be less useful. It's just so much more difficult to maneuver them. "14 veteran warriors." Awesome. Could clear out those bandit hideouts or just grind through some bandits, but I don't know. We lost TL to Northern. Oh my god. Bloody. Feels like whatever faction you back just all of a sudden sucks. I think let's fight some Sea Raiders because we could do very well with the arms and armor we get from them. I'm thinking better armor for these new followers that we unlocked. Probably need 3 full sets of improved armor.
Infantry! Forward! Soldiers! Move!
I'm gonna ride my battle camel. Everyone.
Form a shield wall!
You guys,
hold fire!
infantry hold fire so that they don't throw javelins. I want them running into melee range to close in on them as soon as they can.
Cavalry, follow me!
Cavalry should also hold fire. Or should they though? Because a lot of the cavalry are going to be throwing javelins. Okay, 1, charge, 2, charge, 8, charge, cavalry, charge. Dun 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 dun, the battle camel. Dun, 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 dun. Charging in very slowly and missing. Missed. Oh. Whoops, sorry. Well, in a battle like that, it's pretty clear that I probably don't need to be on the camel. What's feeling a little frustrating is that I feel the pull. Oh, look at these troops who've unlocked. That's a nice bonus, didn't expect that. The recruits, hunters, the sea rider will keep. I'm feeling like for the smaller battles I want to be fighting on foot, yet I feel compelled to fight from camelback so that I can command the cavalry in the bigger fights. Which is a little frustrating. Any level ups? No level ups. So for this one, let's not fight off camelback. Let's see, so you should know the routine by now.
Horsemen, move! Infantry, make a shield wall! Infantry!
My personal guard, I will merge with the infantry. It's a little annoying that part of them actually goes off to engage the cavalry.
Soldiers! Forward! Hold fire! Footmen! Infantry! Four footmen! Charge! Give them a charge!
I'm gonna eat a javelin to the face, aren't I? Oh, I might as well be running at this speed. Ah! Oh my god. There we go. Not yet, Sparrow. Got him. Right in the dick. But fighting off the back of a camel is AIDS. It's no good. No good at all. We have here fish, get a good. Oh yeah, dude, I love this game. I think it's the best elements of both of those games. Okay, another caravan for us to hit. That's a lot of cavalry though. How many lads are wounded? Actually, how much cavalry do I have now? I have 5, I have 10, I have 12 cavalry. Pretty soon we're going to have enough cavalry. I don't think we can catch that caravan. 5.9, 5.9. Get them, boys. Not in the woods, though. Catch them in the open. Come on. Ugh. I'll wait till we're out in the open. I need more horses. We're too slow. 7,000. Well, unfortunately, we have pissed off the people who could actually sell us horses. Hand over your goods or die. So, last caravan battle, I fought from the back of a camel. It's like they are coming at us. I'm going to fight from foot this time. How to read this battle.
Footmen!
The infantry
Move!
behind that ridge.
Infantry! Move! Cavalry! Move!
Cavalry over there.
Infantry! Follow
me.
Footmen! Forward! Cavalry! Move!
They aren't moving. Splitting up their cavalry like that was kind of genius.
Infantry! Form a
Use
wall!
shields
Hold
and
fire!
hold fire. So,
Infantry!
formation. Shield wall is the way to go. Let's just take a look at what we're dealing with and plan how we're going to move these lads forward. I don't have the riding ability to ride anything better than a camel. It's just my inability to have riding skill.
Forward! Infantry on my flank!
So the challenge here is to get our cavalry to actually hit their archers. It's probably not going to happen. I'm probably going to have to hit their archers. Whoa, what's happened to the camera? Whoa. That's weird. I think that's just the autofocus of the camera.
Soldiers! Infantry, move!
Okay, there's a little ridge here, which we can come sweeping down from.
Infantry! Move forward!
It's quite difficult to see what's happening in the dark. I do actually need a fast horse.
Riders! Forward! Footmen! Riders! Move! Infantry! Move!
No, I didn't mean to send my cavalry there. Cavalry
Move!
on that flank. Okay, so infantry just on the edge of this
Infantry!
ridge.
Forward! Footmen!
One, face
Keep
the enemy.
on,
Two,
infantry!
face the enemy. My personal guards are still following me. Okay, I think it's time to sweep down on them. We're going to start eating arrows the second we show ourselves here.
Soldiers!
Infantry, get in there.
Move! Horsemen, move! Infantry!
Okay, at least I can issue orders while holding my shield up.
Attack!
Oh, that's a lot of archers. Here comes the cavalry. Oh, random headshots. I can't see a damn thing. What's going on? Everyone attack! Oh, there's a caravan dude standing there. Can't see a damn thing. Shit, he has their cavalry. God. This is chaos. Where the fuck are they? Where is everyone? Okay, we swept over them.
Ever give them hell!
Easy. So target identification was really difficult there. We hardly took any losses. The infantry charge with the shields up was surprisingly good. And if they've removed the nighttime archer debuff, we may as well fight during the day. Ooh, prisoners. Sturgians. Well, if some of these lads want to join us, I might take them. That's a caravan guard though. $120 with crossbow. What's the bow skill? Doesn't even have a bow skill. It's weird. A lot of random stats going on in this game. Okay, loot. That's what we're here for. Just some rubbish weapons. It's the most, just some jewelry. The nasal helm of a male, I suppose, is nice. Slightly upgrade. Once I get 10 riding, I can at least use a steep horse. Oh, more camels. Awesome. That wasn't particularly lucrative for us. One caravan remaining. Maybe he's carrying more goods. It's one remaining caravan person. Hand over your goods or die. We can pay. Here's 120. Just take it and let us go. I want everything you've got. You one archer, dude. Hopefully there's much better loot now.
Kill them all!
Jamooks, following. Brave lad. He actually charged my cavalry. I can't fault his bravery. There we go. That's what I was after. There was one little dude running away with all the loot. Cheeky sod. 58 plus 9 is 67. Should we just max out at 74? No, we're going to be pushing 400 gold a day, which is pretty scary. But we do need to find a new place where we can get horses, because warrior sons I won't turn down. And not much to sell here. How much riding skill do I have? As soon as I get 10 riding skill, it's a lot better. Oh, there we go. We're almost there. So, we're not that unpopular here. We just got to find the places where we can get horses here. Grain, cow, fish. There we go. Midlands Palfrey. Cow, Midlands Palfrey. Oof, that's only 30 guards. This should be quite an easy one. If we can catch him. 6.4. He's too fast. Fucker. Look at the Vlandians kicking ass. We should be careful. I think there's going to be a Vlandian army around here. Tormund. What is he carrying? Like troop-wise. I can't see his troops. Oh, it's mostly recruits. We can beat him. Ooh, Vandians. Y'all are about to have a bad time. Sea Raider warriors, you can join us. Sea Raider, you can join us. Like, is it cavalry? But the fact is, even if it's only 30 cavalry, we can deal with it. So 28 Vlandian recruits. A squire is a low level one. Vlandian footman, gallant. It's only 2 sharpshooters. Light cavalry, bowman 1, champion 1, Bougie none, sergeant 2, mercenary scout. I think we have much stronger infantry. My units, like, I've got 15 veteran warriors. That's like 15 sergeants, and I've got pretty good cavalry too. If we could pull this off, is it really that worth it? I mean, well, money-wise, I don't think it's worth it. Maybe we'll get good money for it. I don't know. I can't decide if this is worth it or not. Well, why would we fight on even terms? That's... What's he doing? Traveling to Robold. Run away! Ooh, Cervic. What's he got? Watchmen. It's all a bunch of randoms. There's 4 bullmen. Sharpshooters, vanguards. Watchmen are low level nerds. Vlandian Knight, there's 4 of them. Mercenary Cavalry, 6. That we can take on. 72. 46 of them is infantry. Is it not counting the wounded? 9 Empire peasants, Sturgian peasants, footmen. $20 cavalry, got almost no ranged. Again, it's almost an even fight, and we don't take even fights. So that gives me steel. Yeah, there's 2 steel from Northern Throwing Axes. Let's not get crazy. Let's wait here for some time. Heal up. Do some smithing. Just hit a couple of caravans. Doing good job. Doing good work. I think we should be pushing hard to get to 20k so that we can hire a caravan, because if I don't get some passive income, I could end up getting badly caught out money-wise. That gives 5. Is that wrought iron or steel? So wrought iron is lower than iron. Okay, so this broadleaf shaped spear is actually better. We want steel, but nothing really gives steel. I'm knackered. I have no idea. That's just... No. I just chosen to do that. Who knows why. It's probably in the service of balance, I would imagine. At this point, let's flog the rest of this shit. I don't want to spend this much time in here. Sell that. Sell that. We should make a fortune from selling all this stuff. Blacks we can sell. Clay we can sell. Crude iron. I don't really care about the prices. Just give me the cash. The harnesses we'll keep. Ooh, snap! 10,000 dinars. Plus another 1,700 for prisoners. Why the fuck was I playing as a trader when I could just... I could just be a robber baron and make way more money. Now it makes the whole iron price self-imposed rule seem a little silly, because like I have so much money I can do fucking anything. But no. Oof, look at that. 42 pierce, 248 length. I think we should go set up a caravan post haste. What's our speed? 4.1? Really? 5.9. Are we actually able to run these guys down? 5.3, 5.9. Excellent. Contos. Cool. Hand over your goods. Ah, Rollo, scourge of the eastern caravan routes. northern caravan routes. Attack! I could probably have just sent my troops, but this is way too much fun. So let's see. So everyone use shields. Everyone hold fire. 8. Follow me. Oh, is there cavalry charging us? Awesome. Okay, so everyone.
Fire!
If these cavalry are going to charge us down, we can meet them with thrown javelins. So this could be good. Oh! Did you see that? Nailed him with a javelin as he ran towards us. Oh! Infantry need to come with us. Let the cavalry take care of their cavalry. We now need to close in on their infantry. Yeah, Polo formation! You drunk fool! Yeah! Oh, those are friendlies. Ow! Rocket arrows. Yeah! Yeah! The bloodlust! Yeah!
Charge!
See, this is when I want my horse so I can charge down fleeing lads. Yeah, my dog's going crazy. Where is he? Baron, hey! Fuck, this game is unbelievable. Haha! Well fought, men! Yes! I only lost 3 men. But now, if any of them escaped, we've got to chase down the rest of them as well. I'm surprised by how effective the raiding party is. It's really good. What do we got? Midlands Palfrey. Imperial Mail, Open Mail Coif. That looks pretty cool. That's pretty good. The Iron Arming Sword is actually legit good. 55 cut, 57 cut. Weighted Eastern Spear. Plus speed. Superior. 4 Midlands Palfreys as well. 14 and 14 head armor. We've all got better than that. That's pretty good. 14 head armor. Nice. Good. And that isn't even the majority of the loot. There should still be more caravan survivors. Tip for all you guys, if you're raiding a caravan, make sure to finish off the survivors. The survivors tend to carry all the trade goods that the caravan had. Everyone, charge! Let's go get them, boys. Is that some of my lads there up next to them already? There are some weird spawns. They will come to learn, they will learn to fear the name of Rollo. Oh, look at all this stuff. Jewelry, a longbow. Military tunic we can probably wear. There we go. That. Pretty cool. More camels. Huzzah. I'm lost. Where am I? Is this actually a Sturgian village? No. So let's get ourselves right to the heart of probably the safest city with the Norsemen is Belgard. Let's go get a caravan going. How many followers do I have? Okay, good. We're just going to decide who we're going to send on caravan duty. Probably Ikadria, she's a pretty good fighter. Elena. Ifrain is obviously the healer. Ospek. We don't have anyone with any scout ability, so I should actually hire someone that's a scout. When we hit the clan level 3, we need to get a scout. Just looking at the weapon skills. Who's got the lowest? Ospek. Okay, we'll send Ospek at 170 two-handed. 150. Alright, so Alina will lead that caravan. Rollo is engineer. Surgeon. Scout. Quartermaster. I don't know which skills affect quartermaster. I would imagine it's leadership and training. But I'm going to take on the role of engineer just because I've never found a companion that has any points in engineer. Remember we were supposed to go buy horses, but we got sidetracked. 16 Sea Raiders. Steward is for quartermaster. Okay. So I've got 18. Everybody else has 0. So it's a pity I can't do both. Well, if we find any followers that have either steward or engineering, I'll take that. I don't see myself breaking down any of this stuff. Just give me the money. But we seem to be making like 15,000 every time we hit a caravan. Raiding a caravan from Camelback. Ah, yeah, the secret of steel is always carried with it a mystery. You must learn this from Riddle Conan. Learn its discipline, for no one in this world can you trust. No men, not women, not beasts. Yes, you can trust. Damn it. Now I need to go watch Conan again. What is best in life? Crush your enemies. See them driven before you. And hear the lamentation of the women. We said Belgard actually is the one we can probably trust the most. Oh, wait a second. If I'm going to send that chick as the caravan master, I want to give her good armor to the other fighting lad. Alina. Kuliat, he's probably one of the better fighters. Kadria, she also needs a two-handed weapon. We need loads of two-handed weapons. Kuliat, let's see, this is better. That's already better. He's already got better armor. Okay, good, never mind. What about Ikadria? Just some garbage armor she's got. Yeah, lol, Ian, I doubt that very much. I've got Dutch, Irish, English, Scottish genes in me. The only thing in my genes is the propensity for eating cheese and alcoholism. Fine stock. Way too much food. Yeah, no drinking in my family. Dutch, Irish, English. Yeah, that's right, the Celts were fucking animals. They were badass. Billy Connolly has a wonderful bit about that. Like when the Romans, what did he say? That what was his bit? I don't want to butcher his bit, but he was like, when the Romans came to England and they discovered the Scottish, and they're like, okay, there's obviously this is where civilization ends, because how would you have to think to be a Celt or a Scottish person living in England, going, you know what, lads, I know a place that's even rainier. Let's go there. It'll be awesome. And guys are like, yeah, let's do it. Also, does it matter which person you ask to make the caravan for you? Yeah, I don't know, dude. I still think if it comes to badassery, the actual Scandinavians with legit legit Viking blood in them, that's pretty fucking badass. That reminds me, I laughed the other day. I was watching a Joe Rogan podcast, and he's talking about like people these days with Viking blood in them, and he says like the Swedish or the Swiss. And in the comment, everyone in the channel are like, the Swiss? No, dude, no. He's American, so he can be forgiven for not knowing his history or his geography, or basic logic. Right. 13k. Let's take a look at our troop composition, because I feel like we can do better as far as having specialist caravan hunters. But you know what? Shall we try our hand at a spot of village raiding? I kid the Americans. The thing is, it's very similar with me and Australians. Like, I'll give them a hard time, but I've never met one who I didn't get along with famously. So I'm not going to act like I'm better than them or anything, or know any better. Another caravan for us to hit. I still want to do that 23andMe thing where I check out what my DNA says. I'm pretty sure I'll just be told I'm a pure mongrel. That's a good point, yeah. Ignorance is ignorance no matter where you are. What should we do, lads? I think let's run through this part of the world. Hit any caravans we can. Hit these two villages, get more horses. I think speed is of utmost importance for us. Footmen on horses needs to be as close to 1.5 as we can get it. We're above fighting these sea raiders right now. But we're never above getting involved in a nice tournament. So, who are the Sturgians currently fighting against? Okay, Britannia and Southern Empire. So then I think we should really go put pressure on the Britannians, help the Sturgians, help our kinfolk. Why wouldn't you want to acknowledge that totally awesome combination? Hardwood, Midlands Palfrey. Any place that sells Midlands Palfrey, I'm happy to go there. Cotton, cow. What's up, mate? What help do you need? Oh, give me all your horses. But is this Southern Empire? That's a Northern Empire. If that was Southern Empire, then I would have just raided their village. I have to admit, I've never gotten that high with smithing, so maybe one of the people in chat would be able to tell you. I am not the lad to ask. War horses, yes. Our cavalry is pretty fucking badass now. Light cavalry is our lightest. It's 600 a day now. Now we're starting to get into very dangerous territory. That caravan needs to start returning a profit at some point. There's my caravan. That's true. This is your expert source for camelback raiding. If you want to know about swinging a giant two-handed axe from the back of a camel, you've come to the right place. That's too expensive. Where's some Botanians we can get involved with? We're in the wrong part of the world for that. Personally, I would take the iron into steel. The thing is, the rate of learning is going to give you a lot more usefulness, a lot more early on. But once you've gotten everything you need from it, then, you know, it gives you nothing. Once you've learned all the recipes, it gives you nothing. Ooh, Morcon and LRE, what are they doing? These lads are defeatable. Cavalry, infantry, and ranged. Bougiers, sharpshooters, that's actually a little scary. Unless he attacks me, I'm just going to leave him. Like, fighting the actual armies is less useful because I want to get my caravans going first. I want the money. I want the money from hitting caravans and raiding villages. Iron and steel from smelting weapons. Where am I from? Jeez, how can you not tell from my accent? I'm South African, my friend. South African. People always say South African, but to me it doesn't sound like that. There's only 7 villages there. Now, actually, can I raid at normal speed? Because I want to be ready to get the hell out of here. I don't want... Oh, you're from Bosnia? Okay, fair enough. I wouldn't recognize a Bosnian accent myself. But I think the typical idea that people get when they think South African, they think of Shalto Copley playing... what was his name? Vickers van Heerden in District 9. But probably the most authentic Aussie, South African accent I've heard in a movie, because he is actually South African. If you guys watched Black Panther, the bad guy, the dude who gets his arm cut off, the mercenary guy, he's a legit South African. I think he's actually, I think I heard something about he's actually an ex-military guy. Call him a rekkie. Rekkie is Afrikaans slang for reconnaissance. I really want that perk for quicker raiding. The thing is, I could speed up time, but then if an enemy runs up on us... We're just getting grain. Ugh. Hang on, was that guy Andy Serkis? No ways, that wasn't him. Well, if that's... then I'm completely confused. I could have sworn that guy was a legit South African. If that's Andy Serkis playing that guy, then that's genius bit of acting, because his accent was 100% perfect. He nailed the Safa accent. These people sell olives. Why are we even raiding villages that only give us grain and olives? Oh, 13 archers, really. Yeah, that's right. Well, Christensen, have you declared allegiance
Follow me!
to one of the factions? Because if you have, then the enemies of that faction would declare on you. it's Andy Serkis. Well, in that case, fair play to Andy Serkis. Oh, you stupid camel.
Soldier!
Fair play to him. He completely nailed the South African accent. Get on my brave camel! Lads, we need a name for the camel. Oh, God! I think, well, it's got to be, well, Rip Vic, I think Vicus. Vicus the camel. No, I think we'll call him Vicus Braaivleis. Braaivleis means like barbecue meat. All he's going to be good for. So you can only have 50 troops. We'll take a little while now to explain how troop maximums are calculated. Ooh, Imperial Gambison with skirts. That could actually be useful for someone. 14, 5 and 2 is 21 in total. This is 20 in total. So that's technically better. No, it's not. And the slow incremental improvement continues. Bam. Let's see. So we're pissing off a lot of people. Well, fair play to Circus. Like I said, he absolutely nailed the accent. Now, Leo DiCaprio in Blood Diamond, he was on the right track, but I got it was uncanny valley with his accent. Like, I mean, it was good. I think he did the accent, you know, justice. He obviously took it seriously, but it felt like he needed another 6 months to really get the accent down. There were odd words that he would step on that would, like, it would sound good, and then bam, it would just jump out as being, he'll pronounce one word completely wrong, and I can't even think of any, but I should see if we can find any villages that produce horses that we're at war with. Because if I'm raiding, rather than getting, I want to be getting horses rather than getting olives and grain. Ooh! Run away! Where are those horse villages? There they are. How about a little what are these guys called again? Looter. Let's kill some looters. That'll pick up the spirits of the lads. Sadly not, no, bollocks, no. We do have some of the most implausibly beautiful women in SA. I will say that. Like, my girlfriend is Dutch heritage and she's an absolute fucking belter, if I do say so myself. I don't know if any of you guys have ever dated a girl, like, she'll be talking and you'll realize that you've zoned out because you're just looking at her, you're like, how is she real? How is she dating? Like, what the fuck? She's so hot, it's fucking insane. Never. However, come to the Balkans, I've not, sadly. I mean, I lived in the UK for a bit, and unfortunately I didn't have the money stability to be able to actually do any backpacking or touring or anything like that. But I mean, my type is very much the Nordic ladies, the blonde, buxom, blue eyes. Very much my my thing. Okay, hang on. I want to buy horses, but I can't, frankly. I need to sell a bunch of this junk that we've got. Dutch girls. Also, the Dutch accent is my favorite. It's just comical enough. I absolutely love it. Not in a disrespectful way. Okay, what's the horse count? Let's see. 68 plus 8 is 76. 89. 97. 100 exactly. So then footmen on horses is still 1.04. I would have expected that ratio to be higher of footmen on horses. Interesting. I am motive, yeah. Now I live in Gauteng. It's in the north of South Africa. Ooh. Shall we rest a bit, lads? The only bit of Europe that I've had the pleasure of experiencing is south of France, which I've been to in summer, which I would describe as implausibly beautiful. Like, there were moments where I'm sitting at my friend's family's house. I'm sitting out there and I'm looking at the French countryside, and it looks like it's not real. It looks like a painting. It's like it can't be real. Like, it's just, it was fucking insane. Loved it. And then earlier last year we went skiing in also, was it France or Switzerland, around there? I forget. I must just think for a bit where it was we went skiing. That was a holiday that it's taken me over a year to recover from it financially. It was nuts of me to take on that holiday, but it was that situation where I was like, I'm single, I don't have any commitments. It's really one of those, it's one of those truly once in a lifetime holidays. People say once in a lifetime, but this really was a once in a lifetime. Like, you know, like, I went into so much debt on that holiday, but I'll do it again in a heartbeat. It was so much fun. Learning how to ski. And I was in for a rude awakening. I thought that my experience with skateboarding would stand me in good stead. And it did a little bit, but not really. With the snowboarding, I mean. It was a bit of an advantage, but not a whole lot. Okay, we need to get to fighting. We need to hit more caravans. Let's go put pressure on the Britanians. Wrong way. Villages. Okay, villages, we'll spare the villages. Well, I think with the snowboarding, it was miserable the first few days. It didn't help that my friend who was teaching me is ex-Royal Marine Special Forces, and he's had, you know, loads of winter training, and he's one of those guys who's been skiing his whole life, so he's forgotten how difficult it is. And it's just like, no, it's fine. We'll just get you on the slopes on your first morning with the hangover. This is a red slope. It's easy. Just figure it out. And he just threw me straight down a red slope on day one. Why is this guy chasing me? Is he stronger than us? Horse archer, infantry and ranged. It's only 3 sergeants, some knights, some vanguards. Do we think we can beat this guy? If he wants to come at us, I think we can try to take him on. Okay, he's left us alone. Well, I mean, the first 4 days were fucking horrible, but then once I started, because those first 4 days I kept going with my friend hoping for him to teach me, but he just never taught me. He just kept throwing me down in impossible slopes and making me feel like an idiot for not, you know, immediately being amazing at it. And then by the Thursday, I was like, fuck it, I'm going by myself. I went to the learner slope by myself, where it wasn't, you know, a frightening incline the whole time. And then actually was able to focus on a bit of the technique of it. Look at these fucking Britanians running rampant again. And then I learned very quickly, and then, like, the improvement in my snowboarding between the Wednesday and the Saturday was just night and day. Yeah, sorry, if you want to... do we have any mods in chat? And also, I forget what the command is to add a mod. Ooh, iron ore. Yeah, unfortunately, I have to disallow the posting of links, because otherwise I'll just get bot spammed. Let's find a village that does horses. Do some raiding. The hitting of the caravans is way more money worth it. What's the word? Profitable. Brain. My brain is no good. The raiding of the villages did like nothing. Let's just keep hitting caravans. Going for the city. Okay, the... Ooh, got it! Run away bravely, lads! Please tell me we're quicker than him. Well, look at the forest movement. The whole map's covered in forest pretty much. So, I mean, look at our movement. Are we on footmen on horses, herd, cavalry? Wait, herd? Why is the herd slowing us down? What herd is slowing us down? It's slowing us down by a lot. Is it the pack camels? We got 60 of them. Okay, the pack camels have got to go. Ah, but it's only 0.09. It's not a whole lot. Now this is a village that could be worth raiding. It's got silver ore. But honestly, we're down to so little money now. We're going to run out of money. Okay, thank goodness. Look at that, caravan is exceeding. Whew. Well, let's get rid of him. Actually, you know what? I just want to see myself riding. Oh wait, did my riding skill go up? It looks like it did. I can ride a proper horse now. Rollo has 11 in riding. Excellent. Okay lads, as fun as it was being a camel warrior, I can now be a steep warrior. Much better. I want a proper axe, but we're gonna have to loot one. Pay the iron price for it. Oh, look at that. Wait, they were paying 99 each. Oh, the trade penalty. Okay, right, yeah, fine. Mules, we don't need that many either. Let's go half of the mules. A dozen mules ought to do it. That's plenty carrying capacity. Yeah, this is full realistic. She could be good, but her stats are garbage. That sounds great. Yeah, tracked him down, cut off her head, lol. That reminds me of my review of Blood Bowl 2, which is Blood Bowl 2 is the worst and most infuriating game I've ever played in my entire life. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Tournament. God, I love-hate Blood Bowl. It's simultaneously the worst and best game ever made. This game is just trolling me now. Let's go, Vlandian champion. Aha! Get stabbed, nerd. Skip. In Eden, I would say Blood Bowl is one of the most not for everyone games in the world. You have to appreciate the cruel beauty of dice rolls. If you can appreciate that, you might enjoy it. Got him.
I'm lost.
I do not bet on myself until my combat skills are higher. An arrow? Bow and arrow? What kind of a milk drinker would use a bow and arrow? Block. So 13 stab damage, 37 damage to the head. Got him. So the thing is, a lot of people who haven't played a huge amount of Blood Bowl will just fall on the excuse, oh, I just got fucked, I just got diced. But the thing is, a skilled player will almost always beat a less skilled player because the skill is what makes you control the dice rolls and mitigate the bad luck. So I gotta cheese this guy. I want that camel. I want that legendary camel. Just running around in a circle, chopping them in the face. It's so stupid. They gotta fix that. Speaking of Darkest Dungeon, I need to get back into it. Oxygen not included. If you like that kind of game, wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. It's a nice, peaceful, chilled game. I think it's like, think of it as, I would say it's like Factorio light. It's not as intense as Factorio. Now let's take a look at this. Oh man, I need 90 riding for him. 48 speed, 69 maneuver, 290. He's not even that good. Do we take the money or give it to someone? We'll take the money. Surprisingly chill. What is the death count up to on my Darkest Dungeon playthrough? Must be close to 50 deaths. Alright. I need to attack some caravans and continue to make money. How about some mountain bandits to break up the monotony? Avenger or Dire Brigand? Oof, 8 deaths. And warriors too. Well, I suppose the auto-resolve AI gets better at doing that later on. Oh, can I please get a two-handed axe? I like the idea of just leaving the pack camel and just like slapping the pack camel on the ass and like throwing it out into the world. Everyone, shields. Everyone, hold your fire. Everyone, follow me. Let's go. Archers, you know what? Don't hold your fire. Get their attention, that's fine. Where are the lads? Walk in, get him, boys. How many are there? Only 5 left. Can get him. Dude, all I need to know about camels being badass is a video I saw of some dude trying to slaughter a camel for some ritual thing. And the camel is like, how about no? Just bites the dude on the head and throws him like 20 feet. I mean, fair enough. If you're trying to slaughter the thing and cut its throat, then, you know. Ooh, Osprek Breakskull killed that dude from a mile away with a bow and arrow. Badass. Rollo, kill with a javelin. Where is Osprek Breakskull? Off by himself. What is he doing? Have you guys noticed how on some of the maps there are some weird spawn points for some of your guys? The camels are so much stronger, and of course they're so much hardier as well. It's the hardiness that I think is the best part about a camel. Don't need as much water, they're tougher, they don't get sick like other animals do. Fucking badass things. I think we passed the phase where we're going to be taking on hideouts, because like the loot isn't as good as I thought it was. Oh. Got him. Let's go, boys. Should I duel this nerd? What do you guys reckon? Duel or just clean him up with the lads? The duel is very scary because he's got a shield. Fuck it. I don't fight nerds. No, Bandit Chief, get wrecked. Ow! Whoa! Do we need any of these? I don't think so. Let's take a look. So 15, 16, 18, 19, 21, 25 infantry. 28, 29, 30 infantry. We've got way too much infantry. I need to start sending these Sturgians. Well, actually... I mean, look, we got 60 lads. I suppose it should be 20 cavalry and 40 infantry, so... we don't do archers. We're not a bunch of milk drinkers. Do I want any of these lads? Not really. They're all Imperials. Well, actually, no. I should have taken them. We did say that we were doing irregular troops. Like, ooh, reinforced padded mittens. And they only have 18 armor. They got to tweak that. That's not right. Look at that. I still can't believe that, like, some leather... forearm guards that leave the hands exposed give 30 arm armor. 30 arm armor. These reinforced padded mittens should give so much more. Remember, we want to be quick. We want to be fast. Hit them hard, hit them fast. Highland boots are only 10. Actually, Martin, crossbows are like double the cost now. They're like 40,000 gold now. What time is it? It is 7:45 in the evening. That caravan's making us profit. We need to get another caravan set up. Friggin' sharpish. What do you guys do? Cows. Ooh! What is it with the Botanians just going nuts on this map? Who's fighting there? Ekarand. What does he have? Oh, almost half of those are recruits. I think we can win that fight. 24 of those are recruits. Levy crossbowman, that's low level. Footman is low level. Crossbowman is low level. I'm gonna have him. Help Mazedan. Okay, what do we... Oh my god, why is there one dude off by himself there? These spawn bugs are getting irritating.
Ever forward!
Run! If you can. I think this is a battle on foot for me. Here comes my cavalry. Should I dismount the cavalry, I wonder? Probably not. Here he comes, that one lad. He's just by himself. Oh my god! Lads! Who is that? It's like a cavalryman.
Infantry! Form a shield wall!
Actually, this could help us. He's got a lot of archers.
Move! Move! Riders!
So 8 on me.
Follow me!
Cavalry on me. Let's just move our lads forward.
Infantry!
We meet in the street.
Forward!
Go, boys. Cavalry around the side. See, you can't command the cavalry.
Kill them all!
Tactics go out the window now. Now we just chop them up. Look at them getting wrecked. Yeah! Get around the the sides. Yeah, you better run. Rollo! Ah! There's no room to swing the axe. Jesus. I'm so confused. Where are the enemy? Here's one. Ow. That's him, that's the Lord. Guard him. It's chaos. Oh, there's one.
Assault attack! Every hold arrow! Every fire!
We smashed them. Where's F6? Oh, I'd let them take command of themselves. But the thing is, what I always want is for my cavalry to do the flanking and encircling maneuver, which the only way I'm able to do it is to physically lead the cavalry yourself and then run them behind the enemy and then tell them to charge. Until you actually have the ability to have the battlefield map where you can actually send your cavalry around, it's going to get very difficult. You know, we are going to take a lot of prisoners here. Can you not sort prisoners by rank? Well, that sounds like a nice way of saying if I'm an idiot, the AI will play like idiots. Which I suppose is not incorrect. So this Ekerand lad, I want to throw him in jail, but we don't have a jail that we can throw him in. That is a very nice sword. Who shall I give this sword to? It is a one-handed sword. Oh, we are raiders. We use axes. Although Kuliat could actually use a secondary weapon with a shield. And some javelins. Okay, that's better. Now Kuliat looks more the part. Ikadria still needs a two-handed non-polearm weapon. Why is it so hard to get your hands on two-handed weapons? Guys, look at this. Rough tide braces, 30 armor. Mail mittens give 25. Like, what? Like that. I'm wearing the mail mittens. My archer can wear these rough tide braces. It can't be right. So Sparrowfall, which is the faction that uses them? The Botanians? Oh, that's true, the Sturgians, and we are Sturgians. It does rather complicate matters that, you know, one type of lads that could maybe give us what we need. We are them. Nice horses. I think we should make an exception to the iron price rule just so we can get ourselves some nice two-handed weapons. I mean, it's also true. We can try forging our own. That's right. That's a very good point. Let's go do that. They'll be crap quality, but I suppose that doesn't really matter. Really? Are you besieging Omar? I want to get in there. Oh, for God's sake. We've lost Belgard. Bloody hell. This is why I remain unaffiliated. As soon as you commit to someone, you see what hopeless idiots they are. You just get your heart broken. Okay, who wants to join? Crossbowman? No thanks. Wouldn't it be cool if you could start executing prisoners to sort of to motivate them to join you? Okay. The way is blocked there. That's a little awkward. It's like the Sturgians are getting their dicks kicked. Getting attacked everywhere. Oh my word. Fucking Sturgians, man. Well, that might be good for the roleplay. If the Sturgians as a faction get wiped out, we could always recapture those castles and, like, you know, remake the Sturgians as under me as king. Okay, what gives me... Ooh, nice. That gives me steel. Hooked axe head. Ooh. 10 steel. What's going to give me wood here? Yeah, Ewok, that was my feeling as well playing with the Empire. They're just... Like, I didn't check who... When I before I declared for the Southern Empire, I didn't check who they were at war with. So I declare for them and then the whole map turns red. They had declared on every single other power. Like, they had like 3 cities left, but no, we're going to take on the whole world. I mean... I respect the bravery and the come at me spirit, but for fuck's sakes, lads. Let me just check some of these shoulder wrappings. Okay, you can't wear those in civilian. 16 and 4. 10 is pretty good. 13 and 3. 9. 2. Okay, you prisoners, last chance to join us before you get ransomed off. Vlandian spearmen, not so much. I don't really want. We may as well take the money for Ekerand. Because why not? This lad, we need. The thing is, I think he might actually be pretty pissed off with us. Does his tactics actually apply to our battles? And who are we going to fire to get him instead? Because he doesn't have great weapon skills. I mean, I need my surgeon, that's for sure. Alina is already holding a caravan. Okay, this lad with the tactics will have to wait until we are in a better spot. Once our clan can get bigger. Let's just see what we can forge in the two-handed axe department. Oh, baby, hooked axe head. And long-gnarled ash. So if the difficulty is higher than the skill, I'll make it bigger. It's got to be bigger. What do we need? We need... I don't have the skill. I need to rest. Starting new parties, which we can't really do because we don't have any... We're starting armies, which we can't do. And doing bandit hideout quests. Okay, that's fine. Don't need it then. Two-handed... mace? Okay, they haven't given us anything but a mallet yet. What about two-handed sword, maybe? Ooh, falchion blade. That's a two-handed sword. Wow, look at the difficulty. Okay. Big. So what does the difficulty aspect affect? Is it like the chance that it fucks up, or? Okay, boys. We all got axes now. No excuses. It's a lot slower, but does way more damage. Oh, yeah. Let's pack. Two-handed axe. Cool yacht. Keep using that cleaver. Calradia, two-handed axe. And we need some throwing weapons for you, Calradia. Should I not give myself a one-handed axe? Nah. Some of my captains might be weak enough to actually use back camels. I love the back camels. Nice, that was a cool idea. I didn't know. I probably should have crafted that earlier. To Smithy. Right, are we healed up? We are, but the party numbers are down a little bit. I think we need to go get more Sturgian recruits. Five, 6, 9, 13 cavalry. It's 8 is 10 is 12, 17 is 19, 20, 22, 23, 38. Now we're almost there. Should we start getting archers in, or I think I'm tempted to kind of stay with the only infantry and cavalry approach. I mean, standing back and letting my archers do the work is really not a raider type of thing, type of tactic. So the Sturgians are really struggling. Britannia and Southern Empire. Oh, okay, so they're not even at war with the Vlandians anymore. The Vlandians just hate us. Let's just go make things difficult for the Britannians. Fur. I need to find... This one's been raided already. Wow, that's a lot of mountain bandits. Should we take it on? Let's see, raiders. Alari. We beat him. Actually, no, I don't need to. I need to find... If I can find a little wandering group of... not Vlandians, Britannians like that. I should take them on. Skalder Brovta. I think this is the local Viking group. My name is Rollo. Mark it down. Like to discuss. I have a quick question. So you can't ally with them or join them or anything. They just run around, do their own thing. The thing is, I found with those infantry that if they have throwing weapons, I don't want them using them. I want them just sprinting forward and closing in on melee range. There's very few enemies that my infantry engage where I want my infantry to stand and throw weapons. There we go, perfect. A Britannian with only 20 troops. I didn't even check what his troops were. Rollo, I wish you peace and prosperity. Of course I don't want this. Wait, you are green, so why are you Sturgians? You know we're at war. Surrender or die. A bunch of ranged, only 5 cavalry. Get them, boys. Oh, beautiful.
Make a shield wall!
Okay, so
Footmen!
go with infantry. They're actually charging us. Is there no way I can tell them to set their pikes? Have their pikes out for when... They used to be able to do that in the other Mountain Blade. I can't wait for them to introduce it to this one. Infantry, with me. Let the cavalry handle their cavalry. Oh, almost took his head off.
Infantry!
Like everyone just charge. Oh, only 48 damage. There's obviously a damage reduction when you're using a two-hander without the riding experience. Whoa. Only 59 damage. I'm doing like half damage from horseback. Whoa. Decapitate him. Fighting from horseback blows. Well fought, boys. Not even a single injury. So this looks like a Sturgian lord who has declared for the Britannians. All the more reason. Should we execute him? I think we should execute him. Executing a prisoner will negatively affect your reputation and will increase your relation with the prisoner's faction clan. Not be able to do this. What do you say, friends? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Oh, I want to cut his fucking head off. That's what I say. Kill him! Now, you Sturgian prisoners are welcome to read into that whatever you want. I'm not saying if you join us you're less likely to get decapitated, but if you join us you are for sure less likely to get decapitated. One-handed, oh, nice, another warhorse. Northern leather tabard, that's nice. Look at this war razor, two-handed polearm, cut 155 cut damage, but 62. We could totally depopulate the world, wouldn't that be a shame? I agree. Join or die. We are raiders after all. Our troop numbers are getting worryingly low though. I'm trying to remember where we are. We hit all these villages and get our numbers up. If you denoble a faction, I believe the lower nobles just keep rising up to take their places. I'm pretty sure that's what happens. Let's take the money, because I think we should be rushing as much cash as possible just to get the second and third caravans going. Hang on, anyone we can recruit? What are you doing? This is essentially Sturgian land. This Reggae guy, I think I need to talk to him or her. Tell me about this battle. We're almost done, eh? I think we've done 8 out of 10 now. Who do I talk to next, milady? No. Can you imagine if I propose marriage to her and she accepts? Like, I would have to be so powerful for her to want to accept. Belgier. Careful. Those Sea Raiders just took out a noble, didn't they? Lord. And or die, you fucking scum. Let's not forget that we got our amazing armor from beating Sea Raiders, so it's always worth fighting Sea Raiders.
Infantry, shields of footmen! It move! Cavalry, forward! Infantry, on my flank!
Well, we get to try this brand new two-handed axe.
Infantry, infantry, kill the footmen! Charge! Every horseman, charge!
50 damage right to the helmet. Whoa! Whoa! Brutal. Ha ha ha! All we lost was a single recruit. At a certain point, I'm going to have to stop upgrading people because this cost is getting ridiculous. I think that was only 50 damage because I hit him in the head and he had a pretty hefty helmet. I think. Some throwing axes, that could be good. Nope, not good. Oh, I didn't take any of the loot. Oh. There needs to be an auto loot function like in Battle Brothers. Well, we need to hit a unarmored target and then look at the damage numbers. And draw die.
Cavalry, forward! Soldiers, follow me! Make a shield wall! Everyone, form a wall! Footmen, move! So forward! Everyone, attack! Horsemen, move! Sword, give him hell!
Seeing a lot of red. Whoa! There we go, 78, that's better. 77. Yeah, this is the problem with making everybody run forward like that, is the recruits are faster because they don't have shields. And then they end up eating most of the arrows. You know what? You lads just stay in the infantry. Whatever recruits survive, survive. The ones that don't survive were never destined. The Sea Raiders I'd really like to have. They are bloody brilliant, I think. It could be Sparrow, yeah. The thing is, though, until eventually we'll hopefully loot something that's better. It's got to be something better than a cleaver. Veteran Warrior's Axe, yes. Two-handed axe, one-handed axe. Kuliat Galagoch axe. That ridged arming sword is such good money. I'm going to craft another two-handed axe and give it to the other lad. We shall all be known by our big two-handed axes. Mogox, this is the Bandit playthrough. We are being bandits and it's going really rather well so far. I dare say so myself. 20k, so we're about ready to hire another caravan. Those Ulfenders, yeah, I'm like, I'm sort of mixed about those. Because it's such a pain to use them because they're so friggin' fragile. Do we take on this hideout? A lot of Sea Raiders. Probably more profitable way to spend our time. And ways that can help the Sturgians survive the war as well. I can't believe we lost this to bloody Southern Empire. Unbelievable. Well, Sparrow 4, we all have some humble beginnings. Need a wee dot of hardwood. Trade. I think we did very well to bounce back from that. Friggin' nasty. That Vlandian campaign, just the way that they defended themselves and death hurt. All I gotta say is death hurt. Suppose I can keep crafting until I see if I get ones that are positive numbers. 93, 84. Crafted two-handed axe. Ooh, my one's got great damage. 1-1 triple 1 cut. I know that cleaver is a better weapon, but we're all using two-handed axes. Increase the size of these crafted axes. Oh, okay. Crafted, two-handed. Do I need to actually smelt any of these? I just want to sell them for the money. Oh, we're too tired. Fuck it, sell everything. We need cash, we need liquidity right now. I think what's stopping us from really swelling our size like enormously big What are those? Wrapped. Is income. Look, expected change is minus 503. I do worry also about these caravans getting caught because we're at war with so many parties. So the workshops. Should we start? Well, we've got one caravan going already. Let's put a workshop. So if I put a workshop here, but I'm not at war against them, then I shouldn't lose it. So I would only lose the workshop if the Vlandians take Belgard, which they probably won't. Well, the thing is, the only place we aren't really raiding against is the Sturgians. And this is currently not held by Sturgia, so let's go put a workshop in that Sturgian city. And then get back to raiding and reaving. So our numbers are lower than I'd like. 55, 58. I'm also getting close enough with Neretzes' folly that maybe I should chase down that quest and get ourselves a banner. The thing is, if you go full raider, and like if I were to raid against every single party on the map, then like, God, you can't run caravans because they'll get attacked by everyone. You can't do anything. It would be fucking crazy. This will what we need to break up the tournament, break up the monotony. Let me win a tournament. Okay. Give me a nice two-handed axe that I can fight with. Well, luckily, Sparrowful, we have pretty good sneak skills. So. Oh, baby. I have an axe. Ah. Ow. Archer scum. Ow. Fucker. Some players, we've been doing a nice bit of raiding against caravans. Owie. Half the map hates us. we got our first caravan set up, and now we're about to get our second one set up. Although I think I might actually maybe do a workshop. Like I worry if the caravans get taken out. Maybe we go caravan workshop, caravan workshop. Take this bitch down. Who is this? Melissa the Accursed. There we go.
Victory is ours!
I think you're right. Oh, not the spear. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, if one of these cavalry guys go down, we're going to pick up their sword. Oh, fuck off. Just leave me alone.
Die!
I hope they can retool the stabbiness of the spears, because... Right, you guys know the drill. Spear is so shit. So while we're doing 4 damage, I thought punching does 2 damage. Maybe it's how heavy your gauntlets are that determines how much damage you do. Right. Remember Conor McGregor. I didn't come here to this arena to take part. I came here to take over. Yeah, fucking kicked your gobshite. You fuck you. You fucking spear using pish. Off. Oh, you fucking off.
Die, dog!
Yeah, die, dog. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Where's a sword, for fuck's sake?
Die!
Where did the other horse go down? So just stop punching a horse. Just stop horse punching. Rollo is nuts. He's gone crazy. So there's this horse. Oh, it's gone down. Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry. Ow.
Tear your limbs!
Don't tear my limb, tear his limbs. Right. I'm gonna run away and fucking do one. Where's the other sword? We're gonna find out where the other sword rider went down. Aha!
Die!
Mate, can you fuck off? No. We don't use shields. Ow. We lost. Well, we qualified. Ah, an axe. Sweet. Fuck off. See how good my armor is.
Come on!
Also, they really should put everybody in the same armor. Oh, for God's sake, not this shit. Dodge! Should I legit try to beat him with a spear? It's gonna take too long. I just can't stand fighting with a spear. Kick him in the dick. This must be so humiliating for this guy. He's this humble Sturgian warrior. It's finally his chance to shine in the arena, and he draws Rollo in the grand final. I think the down punch is like a gut punch. Fucking kick him into the spikes. Oh, tournaments need a bit of work. A Britannian thoroughbred. Whoop-de-doo. Okay, so trading wise, I think don't need to sell anything really. We've got a bunch of war horses, look at that. Ooh, a war razor. Nope. We are great axe users. So, Sibir. Let's go put a workshop in Sibir. Workshop of what? Hardwood. Cows. Cows. Fish. Which workshop corresponds to cows, I wonder? Like a dairy farm? I didn't see any achievement. Is there an achievement? No. Must have been just my name punching up because I'm Rollo ZombiePuncher. I have a quick question. Oh, okay, so let me guess. I can only do caravans. I can only do a workshop if I'm actually allied with that faction. Let me decide who I'm going to send on this caravan. Ephraim is our healer, so we need her. Ospac 170. Alina's already out there. Ikadrina. Okay, so it needs to be Ospec. Oh, for a workshop, I think no. I would actually. I need to go physically walk around town. Let's go do that. Lord's Hall. Good workshop. There it is. Do any of you happen to know if cows would actually affect if I make a tannery? Yeah, cows would produce leather, surely. I mean, unless you can make a dairy farm. Let's make a tannery. Is there already a tannery in here, though? Because I have found in the past, if I make something... Merchant notary. All the dyer can't be trusted. Fuck off then. I'd like to buy this workshop. 13,000. What a bargain. Linen. Like a tannery. Rawhide, a little good for anything. Okay. Yes. We got that surprisingly cheap, I think. Okay, let's start grinding again until we can get another 15,000. Do more. Troops. I think we're in the wrong part of the world. We need to go fight these Botanians. Let's put workshops in Sibir, Varnapavol, and then once Belgard gets recaptured. Ooh, Sea Raiders. Hello, lads. It's 15 of them. This should be a good fight.
Everyone, form a shield wall! Infantry troops! Cavalry! Forward! Infantry, move! Cavalry, forward! Troop charge! Everyone charge!
Alright, let's find a victim. Bunch of victims here. Whoops. Man, how bad do my cavalry look? Badasses. I really want to fight a castle battle at some point. But we're going to have to be like 150 strong before we can do that, I would think. We'll all just throw harpoons, I reckon. Let's all throw harpoons. $17, don't need that. Oof, that's a big army. Lord. Vidal, run away. Unless... It's almost entirely recruits. But then again... Oh, he's engaging my party. Why is he engaging my party? Those Mameluke soldiers are badasses. Bunch of Asarai. A lot of infantry. No, he outnumbers me. There's no reason to fight that. I hope I'm safe in here. that looter swarm was crazy. Wait, I need to rest again, hang on. Keep getting my smithing up. I think I've got too many horses, actually. Hardwood we'll keep. Crude iron we can sell. Iron ore we'll sell. Wrought iron. Iron and steel. We'll sell all of that. I'm not going to be crafting anything anytime soon. Good. Off you go, mate. 70 of 71, so we're pretty big. I thought our limit was 76. Is it the fact that we've sent someone away affected our maximum? Yo, Lek. Let me just ask you exactly what the hell are you Sturgians doing? My name is Stobbie. I'd like to discuss something. I have a proposal that might benefit both of us. Here's my proposal. You listen to me, and we might be able to do well here. Look at all these ponies. I can donate some ponies. So I've got 71 troop maximum, not including the war horses. 4 is 18. What's 18 plus 19? I can't count that. 37. 40 is 50. So I can give him like 20 ponies. But then, hope that helps. Useless Sturgians. He's raiding his own Sturgian village. Idiot. What say you boys? Do we take on this hideout? No, I want to fight caravans. That's where the money is at. Botanian armies and Botanian caravans. That's what we're after. I don't actually have to take on these Vlandians. Who are the Vlandians fighting against right now? Oh, they're at war with everybody. They're going to get their asses kicked. That's fine. No need for me to put the boot in further. Still can't believe we lost Varcheg. Look, we lost Revel as well. My god, there's 2 cities left. Okay, let's hang around Vidar and see if we can maybe help him. Or I should just go full brigand against the Sturgians as well, and then when they get wiped out, then we take them over. That's actually quite tempting. It's a similar situation that I'm feeling when I was playing as the Vlandians. Like, I wanted to really help the Vlandians, but they were so hopeless that I felt like I was better off just getting rid of them. Give me some Botanians to fight. Look at the tannery, 181. Awesome. Oh! Oh shit. And why is he so damn quick? Is this the end, boys? Scouts, recruits, bunch of cavalry. Let's try to get away. It's so hard to know whether I can take him on or not. He's got 12 more than us, but I mean, look, there's the entire number advantages are Imperial recruits. I kind of want to fight this just to see whether we can do this. I worry about his amount of cavalry, so let's fight him in the open. But if I can get stuck into his central, infantry with those recruits. Actually, I think you should surrender. We fight. Actually, I forget about my own recruits. God, we're outnumbered, boys. I'm gonna have to fight like the devils. So then what do we got here? We got 2 groups.
Son, raise your shields!
What groups do I have? Just 57
Infantry!
infantry.
Move!
So we'll fight in the trees. And my cavalry will actually hold back here.
Cavalry, form a shield wall! Infantry forward! Footmen forward! Infantry, move! Cavalry, move!
Up to the side.
Everyone charge!
Everyone charge! Let's just get stuck in, boys. Yeah! Here we go! Can't see anything. Shit, getting overwhelmed. That's the problem. Fuck. That's even. No, they're winning. Actually, are we winning? We winning? Only just. Oof. I've got to be so much more careful with engaging in the infantry. It's so hard though. So we lost 27. Oof, that's definitely a Pyrrhic victory. Well, it's now time to stop being so obsessed with Sturgian troops. Remember, this is an irregular army, so we must take whatever troops we can. Can only carry 16, Lord. No, to get 9 more, we need to drop. Scouts, all these low level nerds. Get all the low level nerds, 21. Britannian scouts, what do they go into? Britannian horsemen. I kind of want the scouts. The Falksmen, not so much. Ooh, Imperial heavy horsemen. Oh yeah. Wow, look at that. Elite cataphract, what a badass. I actually don't know that story behind that. Do you mind telling me? Ooh, long fine steel spear. Just a polearm. Nice, Britannia horse harness. Excellent. 16 and 4, 16 and 8. Beautiful. Fortified kite shield, that's going to be too slow. Iron round shield, that's so heavy though, I don't really want that. Island shoulders, okay, that's it. All the rest is just garbage. Whew, we're down to 43. Ouchie. Bear pelt. Improvement. Okay, that makes sense. Our armor isn't in great shape. Fighting Roman city and the mother of a Roman soldier through a roof tile. Ah. Conductive's explanation sounds a bit more plausible, if I'm honest. Let's go to Epic Scrotum. Whenever I see Epic, I think of Epic Scrotum whenever I look at that. Ask me why. We have a long way to go to improve our smithy ability. Norse hatchets give good yield. But these Highland throwing axes give us steel, which I really like. Wow, long fine spear, 3 steel. We knackered already. Oh, fine. Money-wise, I hope this puts us over the top and we can buy another workshop. I'm quite pleased that the improved charcoal production perk actually works. I need 3 now. Well, we're exhausted anyway. That simple bastard swords, that seems to be the standard. Okay, all these war horses we can actually start selling at some point. Because, I mean, like, I should actually take a look at my troops and get an idea of how many I need for improved cavalry. Crude iron, wrought iron, sell all that stuff, sell all that. I think we're going to make a lot of money here. $11,000. I'll take it. That's it's like, just think about how many hours we sunk into our trade playthrough. Why bother? Just fuck shit up and just get loot. I mean, all that planning and care and looking at profit margins and well, you know, I think we kind of knew that wasn't ultimately going to be that great. It was definitely a different way of playing, but being a bloodthirsty warlord paid off a lot more. It's too easy to get money through looting like this. Like, I think they should tweak the numbers on the gear so it's that, like, all the items sell for less and buy for more. Like the trade goods should be more tempting of a way to make money. How is food variety? We can actually do better with food variety. Grain, fish, grapes, meat. And that's it. Finn McCool. That's a famous Irish name, isn't it? Oh, there we go. Here's a caravan we can take on. Botanian caravan. There's only 36 of us. Okay, miscalculation. I forgot that I just got my entire party decimated. Well, on the plus side, we can just recruit whatever troops from anywhere. We just need bodies. So we're actually in Imperial lands. But shit is looking dicey. There's a lot of enemies around us here. Can I cross there? I can. Ah! Running away bravely. What am I going to turn these Imperials into? Probably just the frontline legionaries. The legionaries are so good. I'm going to try to slip by him here. Keep running. I think we keep running. Let's see. Footmen on horses. Cargo. Herd. Okay, we need to get rid of some of these. Probably mules. The herd penalty is still hitting us a little. Bloody Vlandians. This is how powerful I wish the Vlandians were when I was playing them. What's he got? Just the usual troops. We catch him. 6.2, 0.2, probably not. Cavalry and ranged. Do we not? Are we not carrying too many recruits? Like if we take this fight on, we could end up getting really wrecked. I do like the center of our line though is like a dozen of very, very tough lads. But 9 of our lads are recruits, so we're not that powerful at all. Ah! Yorick! Away. Clan Skolder Brotva. Wait a second. The Skolder Broder, or Shield Brothers, are a mercenary company for those who take fighting and training very seriously. Okay, they're at war with... Oh, they're part of Vlandia, I see it. It's just a clan within Vlandia. Oh, for fuck's sakes, must click. I'm Rollo. Who are you? It's pretty even, we can maybe win this. Let's at least go down fighting. Veteran Brotva, volunteers, Empire peasants. He's got 15 peasants. We have veteran warriors. We also have some recruits. We'll fight to our last drop of blood. Outnumbered. He's mostly infantry. We've got some cavalry advantage. This cavalry needs to do work. I think I might actually instruct the cavalry to not hold fire. I actually want them to throw their javelins, but they're actually not that kind of cavalry.
Horsemen, move! Infantry! Form a shield wall!
Please tell me he's charging his cavalry straight at us. Oh, that could help. Ready the javelins, boys? Hold. Oh. That's what I want to see. Cavalrymen impaled off of their horses as they charge towards us.
Infantry, forward!
The thing is now, with my infantry, I need these weaker guys to not be up front.
On the move! Infantry! Attack!
Now the cavalry needs to do work and shore up the left flank. If you see red, attack. Oh Christ! Mustn't get swarmed. Ow! Ow! No! Yeah, we got wrecked. Lads are fleeing. Damn it, boys. Our cavalry didn't do as much as I was hoping. Oh, hang on. Look at the cavalry doing work now all of a sudden. Well, that's just the peasants they're killing. Okay, you know what? I think I'm going to call it there for the Rollo Bandit playthrough. Just because I'm so tired. I've been streaming so much for the last 4 days. I'm knackered. I can't go with. Still, that was really interesting. Really interesting. I wonder into. Well, the thing is, I don't know if being aggro with the entire map is even feasible. Just because growing your troops is going to be impossible. So I'm not going to stream tomorrow. I'm going to take tomorrow and Tuesday off. Wednesday we'll start a new playthrough. Honestly, I want to play Empire, but the thing is, I want to play with all of the knowledge that I have. I kind of want to give Vlandians another try, but now that I know how to create armies and control them, I want to get involved in the wars really early on. You know, play as a mercenary immediately, declare for a faction immediately, get involved in that first war, because in our last Vlandian campaign, we didn't get involved until like the second war. One war had already come, and we had lost a couple of castles against the Britannians before I actually got involved. But now I think I know enough to get involved pretty much immediately. We could play Norsemen proper. Not my full-time gig, no. Unfortunately not. I have a shitty day job. I mean, I've got 17 subscribers. No, I'm not a full-time streamer. I would love to, but I mean, you know, who knows? Maybe we try one of the horse lords or the desert guys, because I've never tried them. I've tried everybody except those two. Maybe we try the horse lords. They're pretty cool. They start on the edge of the map. I think we'll try the horse lords. Well, conductive, we can still try again, but I think this being one of the most difficult challenges, I think maybe in a few months' time, when the game is in a better spot, when I have mods that'll make it more feasible, when I'm frankly a better player. I think the next playthrough is going to be Crusade. Good little wars are in. Look at their tree. You get awesome archers. They just have such a beautifully well-rounded tree. The Dark Khans look badass too. One-handed and polearm. So they have polearms to help against cavalry charges. Very nice marksmen. Very nice heavy lancers. Heavy nice horse archers. Full cavalry. Maybe. If I'm gonna go full cavalry, would it be best to go maybe Assarai? No, they have archer cavalry. It could be worth a try. I mean, why not? 130. You just run around and are impossible to lock down and just annoy. The desert troops allow for fast movement on the map, but other than that, the archers are so bad. Okay. Wait, that's not the regular troop tree. SRI. There we go. Oh, you know, they have standard archers, standard infantry, two-handers, and archers, horse archers. The Crusade appealed to me. The thing is, obviously, I love the Sturgians as well. Decent archers, great infantry. Could maybe give the Norse another try. And then I can... Well, if I'm going to play again, it needs to be as a cavalry commander. And then I can maybe level my guy as a horse rider and a javelin thrower, and I can command a small group of Sturgian horse raiders that run around and throw javelins while everybody else gets to work. I think, because what I do want to see, I want to see having a group where you have 2 shock troops for every 1 Ulfhednar, but you have the Ulfhednars stay behind the shock troops, let the shock troops join with battle, and then the Ulfhednars hit them from behind. Maybe have veteran bowmen as well, a mix of bowmen to provide cover. Maybe we do 3 to 1. For every 3 front line, we have 1 Ulfhednar. I think what I'm imagining how the big battles go down. If I'm commanding some throwing horse raiders and there's archers to deal with, technically I don't want to be throwing javelins at those archers. I want to be getting stuck in with my swords. We can tell them to hold fire. Actually, this gives great utility, because if you are playing as a Sturgian horse raider, and let's say I'm leading around 10 of those lads with me, if I'm fighting against melee guys, we don't get involved melee combat, because my guys only have swords. You stay to the sides and you throw javelins at them. If it's archers we have to crash into, I can tell them to hold their fire, so they'll use their melee weapons. That could be really cool. And I can do that as well, indeed, Whisker. I can do that, yep. And then, while commanding my infantry, I just need to make these guys charge before the Ulfhednars do, so that they hit the front line first. Then we keep the archers busy, so then the veteran warriors and the Ulfhednars... I think that's going to be pretty cool. At that point, do I even bother with any bowmen? Like, why would I? We just go heavy horse and infantry, and that's it. Like, the archers are... Yeah, but the thing is, I think if you go full two-handers, they're obviously going to get wrecked, especially these guys. I think it's about getting the balance right. I think 25% of your infantry, if they are Ulfhednars, and I believe the shock troops actually technically have heavier armor, so they'll be tougher. So we have 3 shock troops for every 1 Ulfhednar, and then my lads on cavalry will do a lot of harassing if it's melee guys, and a lot of charging down if it's infantry. Okay. That's the next playthrough. Well, now you're making me think about the Khuzaits. Where's the regular Khuzait tree? For them it's a lot more straightforward. It's just straight up infantry, straight up archers, straight up heavy cavalry, and harassing archer guys. Well, you say that, Conductive, but the Sturgian cavalry guys throw javelins. So if I'm dealing with enemy horse archers, you just chase after them and take them out with javelins. So taking castles, do you even need ranged units? I mean, you're at such a disadvantage with your ranged guys in the castles. It's just about getting the percentages right. Let's assume I have 100 troops. I think you want 20 to be cavalry, 30 to be shock troops, 10 to be Ulfhednar, and 30 to be bowmen. So 30, 20, 30, 20. But bearing in mind you start with 20, 40, then 70. So when we're at the 20 men mark, I could go straight for horse raiders, so we have nothing but horse raiders. That's why I think 20%. Would you tweak that even further, maybe down to 10%? I'm just thinking, so we'll start with just the shock troops, then we'll introduce the horse raiders, then the Ulfhednars, and only once we're up to like 100 army size do we then bring in the 20 veteran bowmen. Okay, so that'll be the next playthrough. Wednesday evening. Unfortunately, my streaming schedule is going to have to go back to normal, where I just do two hours a night. 3 or 4 nights a week. I typically do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 7 p.m. CEST up till 11. Like I said, this is now, my leave is over. My week of leave is over. So I have to get back to work now and get back to real life. Okay, friends, thanks for watching. I've loved this. God, I love this game. Thanks for watching, and there's plenty more content coming. Check out the YouTube channel. There is Darkest Dungeon content coming as well. I want to finish that. We just got to do 16-pounder, Countess, and the Darkest Dungeon runs. Blazing Deserts DLC for Battle Brothers is around the corner, and my Viewer League 3 for Blood Bowl 2 is continuing. So that's one game a week of that. Thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.